Our district who have not only been committed intensely this year, but for many years. In fact, Gail Miller has finished her career after 39 years as a Dragon, and we'll recognize her tonight.
Those 36 individuals, the total years of service combined is 741 years of service to Lake Orion Community Schools, so that's pretty impressive. It's an average of 20.5 years per employee. With us tonight, we're going to recognize 18 individuals who were able to make it. We hope each of you gets to venture into that new part of your life and find some enjoyment. And we're happy to have you as employees with us for as long as we had the pleasure of having you on.
Brandee is a speech therapist in our district, and one thing I could say about Brandee is probably her greatest strength is parents. In any meeting, it's, you know, when you can sit back and you know that staff are just going to really connect with the parents, you just feel so good. Besides being a great teacher, she definitely became students' mom, grandma, and Tammy is just someone that always went above and beyond for students. And Jenny is someone that works really hard. She is someone that will always take the time, and probably the thing I respect the most is she is not afraid to ask for questions. She wants to do it right. Maureen is someone that there are a lot of kids that know how to read now because of Maureen. She is one that the harder it is, the more she tries, and you know what? They start reading and putting it all together.
I will miss my social studies buddy. We've been social studies buds for a while, ever since I started at Scripps as a teacher. Our DC trips were great and had a lot of fun on those, and all the work we did for Scripps with school improvement. All I remember is all the help and all the great things she did at Scripps as student council, our student council supervisor for a lot of years. Gail was 1,000 things that no one saw. Kids went on field trips because Gail, on her own, would put together a concession. And she did, just recently, her and Grizz decided that parking lot looks a little too crowded. I think we'll go out there and spend our time after school getting about 200 cars through safely the parking. So they became parking lot attendants for us. So there was no job too small, no job too big for Gail. Me, Kathy's been very important. She's taken over the DC trip in recent years and did that for a lot, which is not easy. I very much appreciated that. And she simply has the heart of a saint. She is the rock of 6W, and I know they will miss you, as will I and the rest of Scripps.
Served as a high school science teacher for 2 years. Then she was an associate principal at the high school for 5 years. Then Weber principal for 10 years. And then back to middle school. She's finishing her career at Oakview. So she has been at all 3 levels. Sarah has been a passionate leader.
She is the face, she is the voice, and she is the name of Oakview. She has been in LOCS for 22 years. She first started at Carpenter in reading support, but really she has been at Oakview since its inception. She is Oakview, through and through. Michele has been in the district for 17 years. She's been 1st and 5th grade at Carpenter, kindergarten and 1st grade at Pine Tree Elementary, and she's finishing out her career 6th grade at Oakview. She's going from the younger to the older as well. She then found her true home at Oakview Middle School in 8th grade math on our 8-0 team. She is the mom of the 8th grade and the mom of a lot of us. So Miriam has always got that positive attitude and the outlook that she can see so many different possibilities that she's able to help us all.
To say the many things that Chris does for us, she gets every day at Lake Orion started. We get that email bright and early that says what subs are in the building and what rooms need coverage. And then sometimes Chris comes down to my office and says, hey, you know how much you like teaching math? How about you get some practice at it?
You know, it's been an interesting 4 years, a ton of fun. Her
strength is her humor, and she brings a lot of laughter to everything.
Shannon is a go-getter and a doer, and I think that's what we love about him the most. When I would need something in the building or would be short-staffed, I could rely on Shannon to go, I got it, it's covered. I really wanted to bring like a plastic walkie-talkie for him and give it to him because he's helped so much in our bus loop and with bus duties, making sure the students got in and out safely every day.
The step to come to Blanche Sims, actually when I came to Blanche Sims and joined 5th grade, and that's a big change, going from 1st and 2nd grade, your whole career, to 5th grade. But that's Dr. D for you. If there's a challenge out there, she's going to go for it.
Brenda worked in not only our infant and toddler group, but also our preschool group. She leaves us after her 10 years as a lead instructor in pre-K 4.
Prior to arriving to Lake Orion, I heard a lot about Dragon Pride. This year I've seen the passion exhibited in our community and the district alike. It's because of the great members of our team that we recognize here tonight that Lake Orion is recognized across the state. On behalf of the administrative team and the Board of Education, I thank you for the many years of inspiring students, loving students, calming students, educating students, and building leaders.